Welcome to SoaringHammer.com, 405th.com. It's Ethic here along with Project 003 on behalf of Soaring Hammer and 405th and the Heroes Alliance.
The Noble Team.
And the Noble Team. Yes, the Noble Team. Casper and Brandon. Alright, check it out. And myself and Brittany. We decided to take, we had a cast sitting around of Lee Calhoun, Mr. Lee Keegan. We had a cast sitting around of his M6 Golf. We decided to convert it to the
Halo Reach
M6 Golf, which is...
I'm not sure if it's an M6 Golf. It's an M6 series.
Yeah, M6 series, but what I read it said M6 Golf, but hey, they've been wrong before, right?
Yeah.
So that's the debate. But what we did to do is we create a rail system, because it's got a laser mounted to the bottom of it right here, and I say the whole pistol, obviously, because the hand grip's going to be done a little bit differently, and whatnot. But the laser that goes to the front, I had some parts laying around the house, and it hit me, and I was like, okay, so what you need a little cutting wheel. It's a carbon fiber cutting wheel, cuts metal, and it drops pretty easy. Flip bit screwdriver, flip bit screws. I had this collapsible bipod for my M4, my M4 carbine, and that's what it did. It pushed a little button up here, and this drops down and opens up. But the top of it was this, okay, and this is a little button for it on the front right here, and then it hooked to your rail system. And I seen this portion, I was like, wow, okay. So I cut that portion off completely, cleaned it up, repainted it black. So I came off of this, and I'll use this for something else later on. Then John says, well, Dave, yeah, but now we need a rail system. I looked at him and said, why would I have a rail system laying around? And I did. So this is the upper receiver for a rail system for M16. I use M4 now, so I no longer need this rail system. So I cut a piece off using my handy dandy wheel.
And that's actually my wheel.
Just actually his wheel that he gave to me to cut his piece. Yeah. So I need a handy dandy Dremel to help clean things up and to use for cutting. Once we cut it up, I cleaned it up. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit more. We put it on for just a trial, obviously, but one side needs to be cleaned up some more. But I left two holes, or there were two natural holes that were in that end of the rail. And if not, you can just drill your two holes yourself. And then I drilled through down to the plastic so it wouldn't crack the plastic while I screwed it in. Put it on, screwed it on, and now we're going to take this piece, paint the tip red like the laser is supposed to be for this series. And then, of course, this just mounts on, handle tightens it down. Then you have your piece comes out, hand grip here. Piece comes down for the hand guard, but that's the laser that mounts to the bottom of the M6 Golf. Cap goes on here, upper receiver goes on here. So here's your trigger and lower receiver with your laser. You'll get the point. It's pretty simple to make. It's probably something I can mold really fast. I might do that. I might close this whole bottom piece off and mold it as is and create our little rail systems. I have extra rubber tomorrow. Well, Ethic from SoaringHammer.com, 405th.com. Noble Team, along with Project 003, Love Bug, and the Munchkins.
Yep.
Remember, if we can do it,
so can you.
Welcome, SoaringHammer.com, 405th.com, the Noble Team. This is Ithaca here, along with Project 003, which is in front of me. Yeah, in front of me. And we're going to talk about a few things that we have accomplished. Now, of course, we could not have accomplished it without a great man ahead of us, and that is, so I'll give you credit right away, is Mr. Lee Calhoun. And we're going to explain why in a minute. But without further ado, we know the Noble Team, which I am part of, and Brittany is part of. The Noble Team is working on the Halo Reach Spartan, and Emil, yes, is the primary one they're working on, but they're making parts for other characters as well. So I felt the need to go ahead and start working on some parts for Emil for them to include the grenades, which you saw before. But now we're going to introduce the new M6 Golf for Emil. Okay, this is in fact the M6 Golf for Emil. You'll see the faint yellow stripe right there, the new this is actually what? This is
Scope.
the scope. You'll notice the magazine goes in further than the original M6 Golf, and the bottom of the M6 Golf mag is shaped different now than it used to be a flat with a little angle going up. Now it's shaped differently. It just looks bulkier all around, and of course the color scheme is different as well, I do believe. But here is how we did that. And also the hand grip. How can I forget the hand grip? The hand grip, the detail on the hand grip is completely different. You can't step over towards the light a little bit more. Let's get this underneath the light. And there we go, I guess. That should work. Alright, without further ado, I'm going to explain how this happened. Alright, first thing we did was we took, you want to come over and hold this one now?
Yeah.
This is a master. This is one that Mr. Lee Calhoun, Lee Keegan, had actually done for me. It's all wooden. You can see the mag does stick out further on the original M6 Golf. You see the hand grip is actually completely different, and there is no new sight on the bottom.
System.
So Lee had given me the rights to mold this a long time ago, and I had the molds sitting here. I just don't sell them because it takes a lot of work to put them together. So what we did was sanded all this down. Actually, we'll show them. We took the original cast, which is over here. I can need some light. The original cast, and we ended up cleaning them up, which is all this Bondo work here. Started screwing them all together, and then we made the rail system, which you saw in a different video, along with the actual laser, and that mounts on. The hand grip we took foamies like this, sanded down the original, or bonded over the original detail that Lee had done, made it smooth. Then from there, super glued the detail back on, and then paint over top of it, obviously, which gives you the detailed look. And that's about it. Oh, the mag. I had to completely change the mag, but that's a different project right there. So thank you, Lee, for I mean, this really, we just altered Lee's work to fit the needs. I'm not really selling them, so I guess don't really ask, because I wouldn't feel right doing that. I just did this to show you how to do it, and so contact Lee, see if you can get yourself an M6 Golf, or see if he tells you to come see me. I don't know. But remember, this is Ithaca from StoringHammer.com, and4bit.com, the Noble Team, along with Project 003, and Lovebug eating her. Yeah. Remember, where you at? Where you at? If we can do it,
so can you.